Hi everyone, this is a short tutorial about using basic modern language association MLA format when introducing research information. In MLA format, all quotes must be set up for the reader and properly cited. You do this by giving the reader a signal phrase and providing citation information. A signal phrase is a subject and verb that introduces the quote, paraphrase, or summary. Typical verbs used in a signal phrase include writes, states, notes, claims, argues, and suggests, but there are many other verbs that you may use. An example of a signal phrase is Bob Smith states. It is also necessary to state the author, or, if there is no author, the title of the source, and page numbers if the source has fixed pagination. Here are the two methods. The first method is to introduce the quote, summary, or paraphrase with a signal phrase that introduces who the author is. For example, Dennis McClellan writes about students working during high school and notes, quote, indeed, what clearly was the exception 40 years ago is now the rule, and in parentheses, page 297. The author is Dennis McClellan, and as we are told this at the beginning of the sentence, we do not need to put the author's name at the end of the sentence. At the end of the sentence, a parenthetical citation that includes the page number 297 has been placed. This indicates that this is a source with pagination. The second method is to introduce the quote, summary, or paraphrase with a signal phrase and indicate the author in the parentheses. For example, one important point to note about today's students working during high school is that, quote, indeed, what clearly was the exception 40 years ago is now the rule, and in parentheses, McClellan 297. The author is again Dennis McClellan, but his name is placed at the end of the sentence in the parentheses with the page number. And that is how to do basic in-text citation in MLA format.